Hello again, gents. Okay, tonight I want to try and take the pistons out. The procedure for doing that, obviously after marking the pistons, they've obviously got their arrows pointing forward. You've got to remove the wrist pin or gudgeon pin clip, small little wire clip. But I'm at the point now where I've got to try and get the gudgeon pin through that point where the clip was, but I think there's the slightest of burrs on the inside there, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. The middle one's going to be easier because obviously the two outer pistons drop down, so you can push it from either side, and I'll see what happens with number one as well. So let's see how we get on. I've laid rags around the outside of the coolant chamber just so that I don't damage the piston or rings. This I'll obviously leave in place until all the pistons are out. Okay gents, I have a solution on how to get the gudgeon pin out if it's proving to be a little bit difficult to push. Mine's a nice sliding fit. I've just started to loosen it there. My solution was to use a scalpel, a really sharp one, and I've just drawn something up quickly to explain what I've done. If this portion here is the gudgeon pin, and that's the recess for the clip in the piston, what happens, or what seems to happen, is it makes a ever so slight burr on the inside. So basically what I've done is I've just broken that little burr away with the scalpel. You need to just scrape it really lightly, and it takes a small shaving off, and the minute you've broken the corner away there, it should slide out. In the manual it mentions that if it is quite a tight fit, to pour some boiling water on a rag, wring it out, and then wrap the rag around the piston. This should allow it to expand enough for you to push the pin out. Hope that's helpful. Okay guys, there we have it. 3 pistons are out. It's not a piece of cake, but if you're patient and just take your time, nice and easy, nice and gentle, they will come out. The only thing that I've particularly found worrying, or slightly worrying on mine, you can see there's a little amount of picking up on the one side of the small end on the gudgeon pin. Now I don't see, that's number 3. I don't know. Let me get my other torch and I'll show you. Hopefully you can see a little bit of picking up on the inside there, but it's not turned blue or got significantly hot, so I think what I might do, you'll see it on the same on this one as well. It's on all 3 of them actually. You can see some of the lines there. What I'm planning on doing is obviously around where the liner would slip in into these recesses here, I'm going to pack it full of clean rags, and what I'm considering on doing is just running a hone, couple of passes, just running a hone back through those small ends, just to make sure that those surfaces are nice and lump free, and then at least I know I've got some reasonably good surfaces there. There's nothing much I can do with this. I can maybe, because that's a hardened pin, so it doesn't feel terrifically badly scored. Feel it slightly with my nail. I don't know if I could get new gudgeon pins either, but they're real nice fit in the pistons. There's no overheating on the. Normally, I've seen pistons that have gone, they've burned the inside. Oil on the inside has left a black residue. It's actually got really hot on there. So, but these pistons looking real good shape. I'm going to strip these as carefully as possible, clean them up again, and obviously then reassemble. What I'm going to do with the head, I'm going to take out all the valves. I'm going to ask around if I can borrow a valve spring lifter. If not, I'll just have to invest in one. They're not terribly expensive, about £12–13. Then I'll take out the valves. I'll have to be really gentle around the valve guides around there. But I just want to get this all cleaned up real nice. One thing is the valve stem seals. You know, I'll have to check out how hard they are, but I don't know if I can get valve stem seals on their own. I'll have to check, but it may be worthwhile changing them while the valves are out. There's a bit of carbon build-up around here. I've taken the exhaust flange seals out, so I've got a lot of cleaning to do there. I also want to take these studs out, each one of them, and replace them. There's quite a bit of carbon build-up on these, so I want to clean them all up, and then obviously have the head machined properly. Got my sleeves down there. One thing that's bothering me, if you look at the top of this, there's a rust mark. Now I've taken some wet and dry paper to this using a little bit of white spirits, but I'm still left with this, and I'm not happy about that, because I don't want to take any material off of this. These stand proud of this surface here, but I don't want to take off unequal amounts off each sleeve. So I may just jump on the forum and see what you guys think, or if you'd like, please comment on this video. What do you guys think? I may only take a couple of hundredths to get down to here, but I don't want to go crazy. I just want to clean up so I've got a good seal. But for now, I've just coated them in WD-40 so that any of my moisture from my hands won't attack it. But I'm going to get cleaning on these probably tomorrow. But it's getting late now. It's Sunday evening, 10:30, and got to get ready for work tomorrow. There's one last thing, and I haven't given up the fight with this bolt. I've cleared away all the corrosion that was going on inside there. It's a white powder that was obviously formed with the aluminium, and I've just sprayed some WD-40 in there. I'm going to let it soak overnight, and we'll try again in the morning. I've got a really bad set of vice grips, so I'm going to need to beg, borrow, or steal a good pair just so I can get that pin out. I really want to save that hole. I don't want to break that bolt off in there. That's what it's supposed to look like, and I had to really dig down in there right to the bottom where you see the chamfer at the bottom before the thread starts. So I'm just going to let WD-40 do its thing there, and hopefully tomorrow I can loosen it off. Okay, thanks again for your time, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers then.